Hello, everyone. Today we continue with the session two of the project management. Let's move on. Project management with the international method. In the next part, we move from the structure of the method to the idea of project management itself. We will look at what project is, how project management works, how projects differ from business as usual, and why context matters. This is where the method starts to connect with real organizational life. Organizations usually need to do two things at the same time. They need to keep current operations running well, service, quality, performance, customer trust, financial stability. At the same time, they need to change in order to stay relevant in the future. Projects exist because organizations cannot rely on routine work alone. They need a way to introduce change in a structured and controlled way. Business as usual and change. This creates a constant tension inside organizations. One side is business as usual, the work that keeps the organization functioning today. The other side is change, the work that helps the organization adapt, improve, or transform for tomorrow. Project work belongs to that second space. It is the mechanism through which planned change is introduced. So, what is a project? A project is a temporary organization created to deliver one or more defined outcomes within an agreed business case. In simple terms, a project is not permanent work. It's a focused effort created for a specific purpose. It exists to deliver something, create change, and then come to an end. What makes project work different? Project work is different from routine operations in several important ways. It's about change, not repetition. It is temporary, with a defined beginning and end. It is often cross functional, bringing together people from different areas. It is always unique in some way, and it involves more uncertainty than normal operational work. That is why projects need a different management approach. Projects are always contextual. Projects come in many forms. One project may involve technology, another research, another infrastructure, another organizational change. And the wider environment also matters. Corporate standards, organizational maturity, regulation, geography, sector, and risk all influence how a project is started, governed, delivered, and closed. So projects may follow the same method, but they do not all look the same in practice. What is project management? Project management is the work of planning, coordinating, monitoring, and controlling the project so that its objectives can be achieved. That includes not only activities and deadlines, but also people, responsibilities, decisions, and direction. The aim is to keep the project moving in a controlled way while balancing key performance areas such as time, cost, quality, scope, benefits, and risk. Why project management matters? Project management is not the specialist work itself. It doesn't build the product, write the code, install the system, or carry out the technical task. Its role is to make sure all that specialist work happens in the right sequence, with the right coordination, and under the right level of control. In other words, project management creates order around delivery. Why an international method matters? Because projects introduce change and because change brings uncertainty. Project work carries more risk than much of ordinary operational activity. That is why a clear and proven matters. It gives the organization a consistent way to manage delivery, make decisions, and stay in control while change is taking place. And that is where structured project management becomes a business advantage, not just administrative process. Project work as controlled organizational change. Project management method. It is planning, coordination, control, decision. Business as usual, operations, service, performance, stability. Project, temporary, defined purpose, unique work, defined outcomes. Future state, adaptation, improvement, transformation, relevance. So it moves from today to planet change till tomorrow. A project introduces change in a structured, temporary, and controlled way. Okay, session 2 is finished. If you like the sessions, you may subscribe and push notifications, but I do not insist. It's only for those who are interested to learn the subject. Until next session, goodbye.